Hi, my name is Brett Cunningham, owner of Physio and Ross in Townsville. Often we're asked, is it too early to come to physio? And generally 99% of the answer is no. The only time we'll often say, if someone is acutely in agony, say with low back pain, and they just cannot get out of bed, they're almost ambulance material, they often need some medical help to get some medication and rest for a while. In physio, you do need to be able to comfortably move into our practice and move on the bed. So very, very rarely, 1% of the time, I would say no, but generally you want them the sooner the better. If you've got a chest condition or a cold, sometimes it is best to get on top of it. Once it develops into a pneumonia and get complications, then the recovery is quite longer. Obviously, what we do in the beginning is completely different to what we do later on in the stage. If it's an acute ankle sprain, they're in a bit of trouble, they can't weight bear, it's puffy, it's sore. So what we do there is completely different to later on where they're 95% better and thinking about getting back into sport. So each treatment, hopefully the goals change. We can move on. As I've said here, early on we'll try and get some early movement, not to irritate, not to annoy, but it helps circulation. And we've got to prevent stiffness. Sometimes, unfortunately, with shoulders, if it goes on too long, we can develop a frozen shoulder. And if we get them, it's 10 to 18 months, which is horrific. But as I say, our treatment goals has to change. We've got to prevent complications. Once we start getting early movement, then we'll think about some strength to better protect that joint. So we'll gradually add a little bit of light resistance. Early on, it's just done in neutral or mid-range. Gradually, if we're going to develop back into sport and return, we've got to take that range, say for a bowler or a thrower in cricket, we've got to take that up a bit higher. So we've got to progress the resistance and in what position it's in. If it's an ankle sprain, we've got to then develop some balance skills. We've got to think prevention, what caused it. So get some movement back, get full range, get full strength, get good recovery. You do not want to be thinking about your ankle when you're bushwalking or in a bunker at golf. So we've got to improve our balance skills. The joints need to relearn to look after themselves. You shouldn't be thinking about them. And then sports specific or work specific, if you're a miner and you're out on rough ground, we've got to then not just get you good enough to walk on flat ground, but on rough ground. So the big thing is, yes, get people early, work together. Early on, there's a lot of education. We become a team. You can ring us anytime. Nothing is to irritate your symptoms or swelling, but as time goes on, prevent complications, progress these people, and that's how you get the best response and the quickest recovery.